Hello Ghouls members, I am your editor-in-chief Zoe Rose Smith and I am back to bring you more film recommendations. So as mentioned, for August I've decided to change things up a bit and give us a theme, purely because it just helps to make sure that we are staying concise and bringing you the best brand new content. So this month the theme is under. That can take many different personas, and today I have decided that that persona is going to be films from down under. So whether they're Australian or from New Zealand, they are coming your way. So I have 3 recommendations for you that I think are absolutely fucking amazing and that you should check them out as soon as possible. So are you ready? Here are my 3 down under special recommendations. So number 1 on the list, and this is in no particular order, is Wolf Creek. This film is from 2005 and was directed by Greg McLean. If you haven't seen Wolf Creek, then you are missing a beat. This one is downright nasty, it is grimy, but it's also fucking hilarious. So we follow Mick Taylor, who is a serial killer, a little bit different from your Michael Myers or your Freddy Krueger. He's got bit more of a personality. I guess, you know, if you're comparing him to anyone, it's more like Freddy. He does have a sense of humour. However, he is just an ordinary man that is in the outback of Australia, chopping and fucking brutalising people, which I don't know about you guys, but for some reason is really nasty to watch, but also really fun. We follow a couple of backpackers as they stumble across Mick's lair, which is literally in the middle of nowhere. If you've ever been to Australia, I have not, because I hate spiders, so I'm never going to go there. But I've heard that the outback is a pretty scary place. And then you put Mick Taylor in there and my God, we do not want to be going there anytime soon. So that is Wolf Creek. Number 2 on the list is Brain Dead, also known as Dead Alive. This is from 1992 and it's from none other than Peter Jackson. Yes, that is the Peter Jackson you're thinking of. Before he got into big blockbuster movies like Kong and Lord of the Rings and some other fantastic movies, he was making these downright gory, splatterific movies, which personally I absolutely love. If you haven't seen Brain Dead, then you must check it out, because I think it might genuinely be one of the goriest films to exist. There is a scene in there with a lawnmower, and I don't think anyone has ever committed so much human viscera on screen. It is bloody carnage, but it is so much fun. It's also a movie that is renowned for making people feel unwell. There's a couple of scenes in there that, yes, they are going to churn your stomach. They're going to make you feel just revolting. They are absolutely disgusting, but they still make you smile, and I think that's the important thing. This is a New Zealand film, not to be mistaken for Australian. I don't want to upset any of the Kiwis out there. And if you want an extra bonus suggestion from Peter Jackson as well, then may I suggest his Bad Taste, which is, I guess, very similar vibes. Maybe, I don't know, a little bit more kind of offbeat comedy than Brain Dead is, but back to back as kind of like a double bill recommendation. They are great fun to watch together, especially if you've got a group of friends around as well. So that is Brain Dead, and as an extra bonus as well, Bad Taste. Okay, number 3 on the list, my final suggestion for you to watch of Down Under horror today is a film called Killing Ground. So this comes from Damien Power and it was made in 2016. So the other 2 films I've mentioned are, you know, fairly light-hearted, a little bit comedy. This one does not have any comedy. This one's actually quite extreme. It's not, you know, it's not your slaughtered vomit dolls. It's nothing like that. So don't worry. But it's upsetting. It's kind of along the lines of something like Hounds of Love, which is another Australian film. Very, 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 very upsetting as well. I'm not sure what it is about Australia and New Zealand. They seem to love to do either like really upsetting movies or like super gory and a bit funny, but maybe that's just the ones I've watched. Who knows? Let me know. Make sure you let me know. So yeah, Killing Ground is about a couple that go away for a weekend backpacking, and they stumble across this absolutely horrific kind of, I don't know, like aftermath of an incident. There is a scene in this film, and I don't want to go too much into the plot of it because I feel like it's a film that's better if you go in it a little bit blind, but with a bit of a trigger warning, because there is some. There's a scene with a kid, which, don't worry, it's not what you're thinking, but it's going to absolutely break your heart. I think for me, I've watched a lot of extreme films, and, you know, I think of something like a Serbian film. You know what I'm talking about. There's some pretty nasty kid scenes in that, but this one is just so, it's a fucking gut punch and it will get to you. But it is an incredible film and I highly, highly recommend you find that. And that is Killing Ground from 2016. So those are my 3 Down Under recommendations for today. I am going to be bringing you more recommendations throughout the month of August, all based around the word under. If you have any suggestions on what you think immediately comes to mind when you think of the word under, do head over to @Ghouls Magazine on Twitter and let us know your thoughts. We would absolutely love to hear them, and perhaps, you never know, your suggestion might feature in the next video. For now, thank you so much for your support as always, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!